It's the final week of June here on yournews.com, the Parker and the Man page. I'm Mark Wilson. Welcome to the webcam, everybody. And since it's getting a little cooler the next couple of days, let's hit the ice. And we're actually going to hit the ice, the actual ice, not just talking about the Wings, but the arena in which they play in. This is a debate that has waged now for what? Last 15 to 20 years on whether or not the Red Wings need a new arena. Whether Joe Louis just doesn't suffice anymore. 30 years ago, it was fine. I mean, people hated leaving the old Olympia. I got the chance to go to the Olympia when I first moved here. I love the place. I love the old barns. But the old barns are gone, and Joe Louis has become kind of the new old barn. So we write about that and whether or not, take a stand, on whether or not you think there should be a new arena. Now, the economy comes into play, all the problems in Michigan. I bring it up. I know we're preaching to the choir here a little bit, but it's all part of the story. So, again, you have to kind of go through that. And I didn't make it a big deal, but it is, the reason why there might or might not be a new arena. Money is tight. Dollars are tight in the state of Michigan. City of Detroit certainly not in a position right now, it seems, to loan money out to build a new hockey arena, or a new hockey rink. So read all about that, and then, of course, you can respond to it by simply emailing me at tvboy@yournewsdetroit.com or Rob Parker at rob@yournewsdetroit.com. Also, NBA and NHL free agency opens up at midnight. Pistons expect to be players. The Red Wings, not so much. They don't expect to sign anybody big time. Marian Hossa is the one name, obviously, but he's their player. The Pistons, Ben Gordon, Carlos Boozer, their names have come up. Certainly Joe Dumars has some money to get you one or two big names. The Tigers lost to the A's. You can read about that as well. 7-1 loss to the A's on Monday night. It just was kind of the smarmy way in which they lost that game. Rick Porcello doesn't cover first, and the hitting was terrible against a bad pitcher. They're supposed to be beating the sub-500 teams, as I mentioned the last time we wrote. So they're not doing it right now. They've lost, 3 out of the 4 in a road trip so far, or 4 or 5. 3 out of 4? And, they're going to beat these teams. These are the teams they're going to beat. And they're not doing it. They got the one win thanks to Brandon Inge against the Astros. Stealing home. CNNSI.com made a big deal about how stealing home is the greatest play in baseball. Most exciting play. I differ with that. I disagree. You can read about that as well. Mariano Rivera, 500 saves. 500. 500 saves for Mariano Rivera. Certain Hall of Famer with Trevor Hoffman, the only two that have done that. And simply put, and I read about this, Rivera, best ever. And finally, another Las Vegas story for you. I know I got a lot of Vegas stories, so indulge me on this. I write about it, and I'm going to say it too on the webcam here. Here's how it goes. I'm in Vegas. I go to the Wayne Newton show, free tickets, at the old Stardust. And as I walk in there, there's a guy at the front door ready to go to the theater, and it's Anthony Newley, the famed singer Anthony Newley. The only reason I know Anthony Newley is because the song, What Kind of Fool Have I? My dad used to sing that all the time. So I know the guy, see the guy's face, it's Anthony Newley. And so I go up to him, I'm high-fiving the cat and stuff, and, Anthony Newley at the game, at the show, really, at the game. So, making fun. Go into the theater. Wayne Newton's about halfway through the show. He's singing his Danke Shane, darling Danke Shane. That's it. I will not sing anymore. And about halfway through, the spotlight comes on, and he's sitting in front of us. There's a tiered thing at the old Stardust. And Anthony Newley's in front of us, and he says, I would like to introduce to you now, ladies and gentlemen, one of my best friends, a Las Vegas entertainer in his own right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Master Impressionist Fred Travalena. It wasn't Anthony Newley. It was Fred Travalena. I sink my head down into my hand. The guy actually is spinning around and waving to the crowd. He looks at me, and he kind of goes, like a gotcha. He was cool. He gave me a little wink and said, fine, I understand. You screwed up. And I just felt like an idiot. The whole time it's Anthony Newley, and it was really Fred Travalena, who was on Johnny Carson's show 1,000,000 times, 1,000 times, whatever. And, he had actually done a pilot for a TV show with Farrah Fawcett in the early 90s. So Fred Travalena, the reason I'm bringing it up, dead at the age of 66. He passed away. I saw that, and I said, another tribute. I mean, it's getting, ridiculous. Billy Mays and Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson and now Fred Travalena. So you can read about that again in yournews.com. So happy navigating. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Travalena. That was one more time. And check it all out on yournews.com. And thanks for indulging me on another Vegas story. What happens in Vegas ends up on yournews.com, as it turns out.